Hey, it's Juan. Welcome to the February issue of your VMSA Sit Rep. We're here in sunny Southern California, in San Diego. Every Navy person, every San Diego person knows the significance of this joint. We're at Kansas City's barbecue, where all the bar footage from the very first Top Gun movie was filmed. And I've got my colleague, Russ Novak here, retired naval officer, intel officer, who's got a really cool story that goes back to the original Top Gun. Russ, thanks for joining me.
Pleasure to be here, Juan. Been coming to the Kansas City barbecue for decades. This was, it made it into the movie because back, even before the movie was filmed, Top Gun crews would come here after doing their training, and it was just a great dive bar to hang out in. And when the movie came into town, they were looking for a location to film the bar scenes, and they already had the connections with the owners of this place, Martin and City Blair, and you know, they hooked up. The rest is history, as everybody knows. That they the filming crews came in and took over the place for a couple of days, and
the original pianos here,
pianos
here. Fire, the whole thing.
Yeah, and they didn't quite make it into the second Top Gun movie, but nonetheless, it was a great.
They used the I-bar in the second one, which I thought was a great choice too. But tell them your connection. Out of college, you're an AOCS product.
Right.
Naval Intel Officer. You followed your dad into naval aviation.
Right. Yeah. My dad was a F4U Corsair pilot, night fighter in Korea. I chose not to go that route. I went Intel instead, out of AOCS in 1980. And my second tour as an Intel officer was with Top Gun out of Miramar, and we didn't know anything about Top Gun, or we didn't know we didn't know anything about a movie until a year or so after I was there, and all of a sudden the conversation came around, and the leadership of Top Gun itself and of the base started letting us know that this was really going to happen. There really was going to be a movie, and it was going to star this new kid named Tom Cruise, who none of us had ever heard of. And so eventually they actually brought him around. They brought Goose around, and we got to socialize with him a bit before the filming started. And then the filming took place over a course of several months at Miramar and elsewhere, obviously here as well. And we got to see some of the filming. For example, the scene, one of the final scenes in the movie, in the locker room, where the old bald guy asks Tom Cruise, Maverick, where he wants to go, and he wants to go to. I can't believe I got to do it. I got to give you your dream bit. Yeah, I saw that they did 15 takes of that. I saw every one of them because it was right outside my office, and I had to step over the camera cables to leave the office. But then also the connection with this bar, the Kansas City Barbecue, is that they were very supportive of an organization that I was part of, the San Diego Professionals Against Cancer, which was an organization dedicated to raising money for local cancer causes. And we had the main fundraising event was the San Diego Festival of Beer, which was the first and the largest beer festival in San Diego until many years ago, 7 years ago.
Russ, connect the dots for folks too. You came over with Deloitte from the CENTAC. First, you retired from the Navy.
Right.
You came over. You had your second career. You came over to Deloitte with CENTAC acquisition. And you're based here in San Diego, doing both Navy BD and STS team stuff.
Right. One of the leads for business development and proposal responses and so forth within the NAVWAR sub-account. But also I'm helping out with the Navy Service Team 1 support, which is under our Indo-PACOM Alpha contract. So those are the two main lines, the client-facing side and the internal-facing side, that I'm personally engaged with these days.
And Russ, if you had to, since the filming of this iconic movie in the early 80s, if you had to guess how many times you've been kicked out of this bar since then? Double figures? Triple figures?
Actually kicked out, I may have been dragged out. Never kicked out, maybe dragged out. Mostly by my wife.
Russ, thanks for sharing your story. Thanks for tuning in. Beat Army.
Beat Army.
Thanks.